CAADP is the Comprehensive African Agricultural Development Program, which is a continental plan for agricultural transformation put together by African countries, led by their heads of state and government, and coordinated by the African Union, basically to drive agricultural transformation in Africa, with the ultimate objectives being to provide jobs, increase the quantities and quality of food available to African households, and incomes, among other outcomes. CAADP has been in existence since about 2003 and continues to exist. It's been implemented through presidential declarations, the latest of which is known as the Malabo Declaration, which came into place in 2014 and includes a series of high-level commitments or goals. There are 7 commitments in the Malabo Declarations which span across issues, policies, programs that are relevant to agricultural transformation in Africa. CAADP includes a system or a way to measure its results and its outcomes. It has a results framework, and currently there are about 48 indicators that are measured every 2 years to see how well African countries are implementing those goals that are contained in the Malabo Declaration. And this process of measuring those goals every 2 years is what we refer to as a biennial review. Now, within these goals of CAADP are specific commitments that African heads of state committed to, and that should percolate all the way down. So, for example, African countries are required by CAADP to invest 10% of their annual expenditures into agriculture within their countries. Now, in reality, if you do this, you will be implementing programs, you will be implementing projects that are supporting farmers. African countries are required to triple intra-Africa trade. That's another commitment. Tripling intra-Africa trade means that the farmers who produce commodities that then should be traded internally within countries but should also be traded with other countries would be ultimate beneficiaries. The commitments include provisions for things like enhancing resilience of local communities, fisher folk, small-scale farmers. They include issues like fighting malnutrition by trying to reduce the levels of stunting, the provision of minimum dietary diversity for women. They also include the engagement of actors in policy processes so that their voices are heard. So the CAADP process includes how do you make policy so that policy is right. So if you look at these goals, continental goals that commit our countries to doing better agriculture, they're really about the farmer in the village having the space to produce better, to sell better, to consume safer food, and generally to do better in terms of their agriculture. And ultimately, the more critical aspect of CAADP is that it is an attempt by Africa to use agriculture to drive economic growth and transformation within countries. And when you have got growth and transformation in a country, then of course the beneficiaries should be the farmers, majority of whom are smallholder farmers.